Facilitating an inclusive school, shall we move? An inclusive school begins with an environment that every learner can access safely and independently. Accessible entrances, pathways, ramps, handrails and appropriate doorways should enable safe and independent movement. Facilities such as accessible classrooms, laboratories, libraries, auditoriums, toilets, drinking water facilities and playgrounds should be accessible to all learners. Lighting, acoustics, seating and classroom arrangement should also respond to diverse needs. A barrier-free environment is not merely about ramps. The goal is to identify barriers, remove or reduce them, and enable every learner to participate. Human resources and support systems, classroom teachers, special educators or resource teachers, counselors and other specialists, school administrators, support staff, parents and caregivers, and peers all have important roles. Every classroom therefore contains learners with different strengths, different needs and different ways of learning. Curriculum adaptation and differentiated teaching. Learner diversity calls for responsive teaching. Teachers can use flexible grouping and differentiated instruction. Learners can be given multiple ways to participate and express their learning. Cooperative learning and peer learning can support participation. Learning activities and materials can be appropriately adapted when required. The aim is not to lower learning expectations, but to provide meaningful pathways towards learning. Learning materials should open pathways to learning rather than create barriers. Visual materials, tactile materials, graphic organizers, picture cards, manipulatives, adapted worksheets and accessible digital learning materials can support diverse learners. The principle is simple. Different learners may need different pathways to reach learning. Assistive technology and accessibility. Useful examples include: technology becomes meaningful when it enables the learner to access information, communicate and participate more independently. Assessment can include: assessment should help teachers understand learning, support progress and make informed decisions about teaching. Assessment. Some learners may require appropriate accommodations to demonstrate their learning fairly. These may include: accommodation is not the same as lowering learning expectations. Attitude towards disability. Physical access alone cannot create inclusion. Attitudes matter. An inclusive school moves beyond and moves towards. Every learner should be seen first as a person with strengths, potential and the right to participate. Peer relationships and classroom climate. Inclusion is also about relationships. Schools must actively prevent bullying, ridicule, isolation and exclusion. Peer support should enable participation without creating dependence. Presence should lead to participation, and participation should lead to belonging. Family and community participation. An inclusive school works with families and the wider community. Parents and caregivers, teachers, specialists and community resources can contribute different knowledge, expertise and support. Communication, collaboration and shared support help schools respond more effectively to individual learners. Inclusive school culture. It is a school-wide culture. An inclusive school brings together accessible infrastructure, a barrier-free environment, competent human resources, responsive pedagogy, participation and belonging. Together, these create a school where every learner can learn and contribute. Conclusion. An inclusive school is not simply a school that admits every learner. It is a school that continuously asks, what might prevent this learner from participating, belonging and learning, and what can we do about it? Because an inclusive school does not merely provide access to education. It removes barriers so that every learner can participate, belong and learn.